What's up? Tyler from Plugged On. I'm here with an album review, the first album review of 2020, and I'm going to talk about Rebirth by Blasphemy from Midnight. This was released on Metal Blade Records last week, or just about January 31st. Midnight is a pretty cool band, and they've been around since 2011, and they have a certain style to them for sure. That you could call them thrash, a blackened style band. There's some death metal sort of stuff going on there sometimes, and punk influences, but then they also bring the Satan to you. And it's pretty cool in terms of their lyrics are always at least interesting to listen to. And a lot of satanic sort of vibes going on with the lyrics, and then I'll never forget the first time seeing this band live. Really quick before I get into the record, saw this band on the Decibel magazine tour. It was Creator, Obituary, Midnight, and Horrendous. And man, I was just kind of blown away by these guys in a way. They were so fucking loud. I literally thought it was the only... Creator and Obituary were loud too, but especially Midnight, especially where I was kind of like trapped in the crowd. It was the only time I legitimately feared for my ears at a show. They were that fucking loud. It was crazy. But they were cool, and then they had the hoodie sort of thing on. Their faces completely covered in black, with some like spandex sort of looking thing. They're fascinating for sure. And anyways, about this album. I enjoy this album from start to finish. It's not a banger in that every song is just fucking awesome to me. But there's definitely, I'd say more than half the album I do thoroughly enjoy listening to, and some of the songs just lose me, but I'll get into it. But I think this album starts off with so much awesome momentum, and you have fucking Speed and Darkness, which what a track to start with. I love that whole song. Total riff fest. And that's the thing I like about Midnight is that they have, just very simplistic riffs. Let's just do power chords, but let's, we'll make it fast. We'll make it the right tempo most of the time too. And then we're going to bring in some fucking awesome, super catchy lyrics on top of it. And it's just going to be straight, simplistic, punch to the gut. And it's stripped down, and it's just a raw feeling, and I like that about them. And fucking Speed and Darkness is awesome. Then you have Rebirth by Blasphemy, the title track, which I think's a pretty cool track. And man, every time they say Rebirth by Blasphemy, and then that riff comes in, it's like fuck yes, let's go. It's got such a great feeling to it. That whole track does. Escape the Grave, Devil's Excrement, I think are two fun tracks to listen to. And then Rising Scum, I think, is fun to listen to because they kind of slow it down. They change things up a lot. And I think that's a catchy song and one where I really like the riffs and the tempos going on there. Warning from the Reaper brings the speed back, which is cool. But then some of the other tracks here, Raw Attack, Cursed Possessions, The Sound of Hell, they're not awful songs, but they don't hook me like those early tracks do. The Sound of Hell is very much a punk feeling track that definitely has a lot of energy to it. And that's the thing with Midnight. Most of the time, even when they slow it down, it just feels like there's so much energy behind it. It's cool. And then you can Drag Me Through Fire. It's such a cool track to end on. I love the riffs and the overall feel of that song. It's a riff fest, and this whole album kind of is. But that song certainly the riffs really pop out. Probably more than some of the other tracks on here for sure. In terms of, I just really like those riffs, and I think they go really well together. So overall, like I said, it's very, it's a very straightforward album. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's 33 minutes long. It's in, it's out, and you had a rocking good time with it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Rebirth by Blasphemy from Midnight. I'm going to give this 7.5 to 8 out of 10. In that range. Whatever. Let me know what you think of it. Thanks for watching. See you later.